and welcome to another episode of Fort Riley, the podcast. As we get ready to head into the Labor Day weekend, we wanted to share just a little bit about the reason for this holiday. It was designated as an annual celebration of the contributions of American workers to the nation's strength, prosperity, and well-being. Few attend workers' celebrations these days, though that is how the first parades in 1882 began. But we do take that time now to spend hanging out with friends and family, resting and recreating away from the daily grind. We also have come to associate this long holiday weekend with the unofficial end to summer. It is the last weekend for many of the Fort Riley pools and often the last days out on the lake. While we have a bit of fun, some of our fun has some inherent risk. And here to help us make plans to mitigate that risk is one of the Garrison Safety Team members.
Mark Green, I am the Deputy Safety Director for Garrison.
Talk to me about some of those things that have a little bit of risk, but they're too fun to pass up. So how do we mitigate the risk for those fun things?
Well, I'll start off a long time ago. I had a really good friend of mine. He was a major at the time. He said that what he thinks about when he thinks about doing things, anything, is it smart? Is it safe? And when it's all said and done, can I justify it to my spouse or my command? So that last one was a big one. So if I can tell my command, hey, I did it right, I did it safe, and I still broke my leg, okay. But if it's not smart, then don't do it. But yeah, we do, like you said, we have all kind of things we like to do. In local area, we've got mountain biking trails that you can go on I've been on a few of those that are quite hazardous some places. But yeah, hunting, boating, fishing, anything we do. Barbecuing on the long weekend, we've got the Labor Day coming up. Just grilling out can be inherently dangerous if you don't watch what you're doing. We just have to think of all the things that could go wrong and do our best to mitigate what could go wrong and put a plan in place. Most people just don't think about it. Well, I grill all the time. Well, when was the last time you checked that hose connected to the propane tank? Is there a leak under there? So many times that we've, people have blown out the bottom of their grills because there was a leak, and then the flame got down there and it just popped out and burned everybody's legs because they were standing in front of it. All kind of little things like that people just don't think about. We need to think about. If you're going dirt biking, if you're going fishing, do I have my gear? Do I have my life preserver? I can swim. I've been a swimmer my whole life, but I always put some type of life preserver, at least really, really close to where I am. In case I go over, I can grab it as I go, I hope. If not, have it on. If I hit my head when I'm going over, I'm now unconscious and can't swim. So just little things like that you always have to think about. This 4-day weekend that we have coming up, a lot of people are going to drive home. Have you put a plan into place to do the speed limit? Take a break every couple hours. Get out, stretch your legs, let somebody else drive for a little while so that you're not tired. Because as a soldier, I remember a lot of my buddies would, 4-day weekend, they would leave Thursday night, drive all night, get there, Friday morning after they've been at work all day and then drove 12 hours. Not smart. So just things like that. You just have to think about everything that could go wrong and what am I going to make sure I can put into place to make sure it doesn't go wrong.
Any hot trends that you're seeing right now through the summer?
The biggest ones we're having right now are just plain easy slip, trips, and falls. Just not watching where my feet are going. I'm walking backwards. I'm not looking where I'm going. Step over something, step on something, twist an ankle, bust a knee. Just little Mickey Mouse stuff like that people just don't pay attention. I've done this 100 times and I have no problem doing it, and oops, there we go.
So go ahead and enjoy the freedom from work. Just wear the gear, inspect the tools and equipment, and come back to work refreshed and uninjured. Thank you for listening to Fort Riley, the podcast.